Hi everybody. So in the previous class we discussed about the stem. Okay, so stem is a part which is derived from plumule of embryo. So the main function of stem is to produce the branches and leaves that helps in photosynthesis, and it also helps in transportation of food and water and minerals. Okay. So there is a main function of stem, and the stem is grows away from the soil, so it is negatively geotrophic and grows towards the light, so called positively phototrophic. And apart from the normal functions, stem also perform different functions, like it helps in propagation, it like runner, stolan, sucker, like that, and it also helps as to overcome adverse environmental conditions, like a perinating organ it act like in ginger, and sometimes it modified to perform different functions like protection, as it get modified into thorns, and it also modified to perform photosynthesis as in case of opuntia. So all these modifications we studied under three headings, such as underground modification, subaerial modifications, and aerial modifications. So those are the things we studied in the last class. Okay, so for we completed two parts of the plant, that is root and stem. Okay, let us discuss one more part of the plant, that vegetative part of the plant, that is leaf. Okay, so this leaf is exclusively meant for photosynthesis. Okay, then how the leaf, the structure of leaf is, and how the leaf get modified to perform different functions, that we can learn under the heading leaf. Okay, so leaf is usually is dorsally ventrally it is a dorsally flattened structure. Dorsally flattened structure meant for photosynthesis. Okay, so this is the specific organ. It is a vegetative organ that meant for photosynthesis. Okay, so the main function in photosynthesis model. That's why it is dorsiventrally flattened. So what is that dorsiventrally flattened structure? So it is like this. So this is called dorsiventrally flattened. Dorsal side and ventral side. Dorsal and ventral flat ಆಗಿರುವಂತ structure ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ paper ತರ flat ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, that is called dorsiventrally flattened structure. So leaf is dorsiventrally flattened structure. It produces on stem. It produces or bears on stem. Stem ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. Okay, it produces at node of a stem. Okay, remember, leaf do not produces at internode, it always produces at the node. Okay, leaf perform photosynthesis ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, then ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊಪಗೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, propagation, then it also helps for protection, then support. Leaf can perform, the major function of the leaf is to perform photosynthesis. Apart from this, it can also functions like a storage organ which store the reserve food and helps in vegetative propagation as well. So we can discuss it later. Then it also helps in protection by certain modifications, and it also helps in supporting the plant, okay, by modifying certain structures. Okay, so then this is about the basic thing regarding the leaf and how the leaf actually is. So what is the structure of a leaf? What are the parts of a leaf? Let us discuss. The only that flattened structure is not considered as a leaf. So leaf has the different parts. So let me explain it by taking the example of a diagram. Suppose this is a stem. On the stem where the leaf is produced, that is called a node. Okay, so from the nodal region, leaf is going to produce. If you consider this as a leaf, so it has the structures like this. Okay, if you write a typical leaf, the structure is like this. So starting from here and this part, whole thing is a leaf. Okay, so this leaf also produces. So and this part is called axil. Illi leaf ಮತ್ತೆ stem meet ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ that part is axil. ನೋಡಿ, leaf ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, so this part is called as axil. So this is axil of a leaf. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬಡ್ ಥರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್. Okay, sometimes in some leaves at a base ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ appendage ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ which is present on both the side of the leaf. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so from front view it is like suppose this is the stem where the leaf is originated. ಆ ಎರಡೂ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಪ್ಯೂಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ವ್ಯೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಫ್ನ ಬೇಸೆಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟೂ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ appendages are present. Those are called stipules. Okay, yeah. Then so leaf has one stalk. Leaf ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ a lamina is present. That green flattened structure of plant is called as a leaf lamina, or it is also called as a leaf blade. Adu leaf blade antivi, illa leaf lamina anta karitivi. So let me label the parts. Ishtondu dodu peda idu. Okay, so let us understand the labelings then. So hope you understand what is that axil. So axil is the junction of a stem and leaf base. A leaf base ಅಥವಾ PTO ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಪಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು axil ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this is the axil. Okay, so on the base it has some leafy appendage, very small leafy appendage called as stipules. So let me label it first. So this is the leaf base. So this is the leaf base. Okay, and these two are stipules, and these stipules need not be present in all the leaves. Okay, so in some leaves the stipules are absent, okay, and some leaves the stipules are present. Okay, and so this is axillary bud. So this axillary bud can develop into a branch later. It can develop into a branch, or it can modify into spine-like structure, or it can modify into different structure that helps in propagation as well. So in the stem modification you learned that, so that axillary bud or lateral bud is going to produce into branch or get modified into different structures. Okay, and so in the leaf, that leaf base, or so this is the leaf base, sorry, leaf base. So this is petiole. Okay, so this is the leaf base. Idu leaf base stalk tara ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, that is called petiole. That petiole run along it runs like this, and this part which is present in the middle is called as midrib. ಅದನ್ನ midrib ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, then this whole leaf ಏನಿದೆ, so this whole leaf is called as lamina or leaf blade. ಇದನ್ನ lamina ಅಥವಾ leaf blade ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this midrib shows the branches. So these branches are called as veins. Okay, sometimes again these leaves, veins shows the branches. ಈ veins ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ branches ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So these branches of veins are called as veinlets. So ಇದು vein, ಇದನ್ನ veinlet ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದು veinlet. Okay, so this entire green part is called as lamina or leaf blade. Okay, and so this is leaf tip. Leaf tip. Okay, so this is about and this is the stem. So this is stem, and this part is node. Okay, so this is about the leaf. So leaf has leaf base. With the help of that leaf base only, it attaches to the stem to make it axil. Okay, from the axil small bud is present called as the axil small bud is present called as axillary bud, and this petiole, it is a stalk of a leaf, it extends further, and on both the side of that petiole lamina is present. That central prominent nerve, idana nerve anta kuda kariteve, called as midrib. This midrib shows the branches. Those branches are veins. These veins are again shows the branches called as veinlet. That entire green part, dorsiventral flattened structure of that leaf is called as lamina or also called as leaf blade. Okay, then this what is the function of this leaf base or petiole? That helps in flattening of leaf. ಗಾಳಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಲೀಫ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಡುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಲೀಫ್ನ ಕೂಲ್ ಇಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ petiole. ಸೊ petiole ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಲೀಫ್ ದಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್, ದಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಕೂಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಟು ದ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸನ್ಲೈಟನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬೀಳೋ ಥರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಈ petiole ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಓಕೆ, so since it is green in color, it's perform photosynthesis. That is a major function. So leaf is the site of photosynthesis. Leaf is the site of photosynthesis. Okay, so let me deal with the function of individual one. So petiole helps in held the leaf, helps to held the leaf to sunlight. Okay. Leaf base attached to stem at node, okay. Sometimes leaf base produces two small appendages. So appendages are the structures anta artha, small appendages called stipules. Okay. At the axil of leaf, axillary bud is produced. Okay, later the axillary bud develops into branch. Okay, sometimes it get modified. So this is about a few things. Then petiole further extends to form midrib. Okay. Okay. Midrib again branches to form veins, and veins further branches to form veinlets. Okay. So the dorsiventrally flattened green part forms leaf lamina or leaf blade. Okay, so this is about the structure of leaf. Okay, so based on whether the leaf lamina is entire. Okay, so this is called entire lamina. Full irutte anteli. So this is called entire lamina. So whether the leaf is like this or whether there will be an incision. So this is so let me write in there. So this kind of leaf is called entire. So here lamina is entire. Lamina is entire. Okay, so entire full ide anteli lamina. Okay, and sometimes this lamina is undergo incision. Okay, so idana incision anta kariತೀವಿ. This is incision. Lamina is incised, or leaf blade is incised. You can see the difference. So this is entire. ಈ ಥರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, and remember this is the midrib, this is ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. and in some leaves that incision is like this. Okay. Okay, so this is again incision. This is also incision. ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ. Suppose that incision, if it touches the midrib, that incision if it touches the midrib, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಈ ಥರ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಟಚಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್. Okay, so here incision touches the midrib. ನೋಡಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಈಗ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್ ತನಕ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಮಿಡ್ರಿಬ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದಾದ ನಂತರ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, okay, see here this become a single leaflet. ಇದು ಒಂದು leaflet ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this one become one leaflet, this one become another leaflet, and this one become another leaflet, this one become another leaflet, and it become like this. Okay, now these are become leaflets. Now they are called as leaflets. So ಈಗ ಅವನ್ನ leaflets ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, now this is called leaflet. So these are called leaflets. ಇವನ್ನ leaflet ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, now this is not a midrib. Now this become rachis. ಈಗ ಅದು ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ದ ಸಚ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್, ಬಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ compound leaf. Okay, so consisting of leaflets. You'll notice this is the entire leaf, this is entire leaf, and this kind of leaf, lamina is the entire iruvantaddana ನಾವು simple leaf anta ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So it is called simple leaf. Okay, so these are incised leaf. So these are incised blade, incised leaf lamina. So many plants have this kind of leaf, many plants have this kind of leaf, and this finally this one is called as compound leaf. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So based on whether the lamina is entire or it divided into leaflets. Okay, so leaves can be of two types basically. ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಇದೆ. One is simple leaf and the second one is compound leaf. Okay, so since these are also don't have the leaflet like structure, these are also comes under this simple leaf. Okay, ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಥರ ಇದು ಏನಿದೆ ಈ ಲೀಫ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ದೇ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದೀಸ್ leaflets, that leaf divided into leaflets, then it is called as compound leaf. Okay, so based on whether the lamina is entire or divided into leaflets, leaves are of two types, simple leaves and compound leaves. Okay, so hope understand how that compound leaves are during course of evolution, how the compound leaves are originated, how they are produced in the plants. Okay, so ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಲೀಫ್ ನಾಳಿಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಲ್ಲ, ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎರಡು ಥರನೂ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಥರನೂ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಥರನೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ನಂತರ, ಇನ್ನೂ 100 years ಟುಗೆದರ್ ನಂತರ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ this is about how the lamina is divided into small leaflets. And you should notice here one thing, here in the simple leaf that prominent midrib is present, but in case of compound leaf we are not going to call them as midrib, instead we call it as rachis. Okay, and one more thing I need to tell here, at the axil of leaf, at the axil of leaf, ನೋಡಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ axile ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೀತಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, and axillary bud is also can be present here. Okay, so this is axillary bud. This is axillary bud. This is axillary bud. So here also axillary bud can be present. And here also axillary bud. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರ್ಯಾಚಸಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರೈಟ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ದಟ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್. Suppose here ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ at the base of leaflet no axillary bud is present. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ ಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ನ ಬೇಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಓ ಲೀಫ್, ಈ ಓ ಲೀಫ್ ಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರಿ ಬಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ. So this is about the types of leaf based on whether the lamina is entire or divided into leaflets. So two kinds of leaves were there. So based on leaf lamina, based on leaf lamina, two types of leaves are there. If lamina is entire, is called simple leaf. Okay. If a lamina is divided into small leaflets, it is called compound leaf. Okay, so ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಲೀಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಲೀಫ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಲೀಫ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಉದ್ದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೀಫ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಲೀಫ್. So this is example for simple leaf. Lamina is not divided. Okay, so compound leaf example. Compound leaf, if you can take curry leaves. Curry leaves or neem, ಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕರಿಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಕರಿಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರಿಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. On both the side of rachis you can find the leaflets. Okay, so ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕರಿಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ. So this is the rachis and these are the leaflets. So it is an example for compound leaf. The same thing you can observe in neem. neem ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ ಈ ತರ ಇನ್ಸೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆ neem leaf irutte. So both are example for compound leaves. Okay, so for entire leaf we can give few more example. Mango leaves or even hibiscus leaf, guava leaf. You can observe the lamina is entire. Remember ಅಲ್ಲಿ simple leaf ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ simple leaf ಏನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಏನೆ. ಹೈಬಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ, ಸೊ this is about compound leaf. And even we can give compound leaf again. One more example, ಈ compound leaf ನಲ್ಲಿ again we can have subtypes. So simple leaf ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ತರ all are like simple leaves, but compound leaves ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ types ಗಳಿದೆ. Compound leaves, okay, compound leaves ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ two types we can categorized. One is pinnately compound leaf, another one is palmately compound leaf. ನೋಡಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ತರ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು pinnately compound leaf, another one is palmately compound leaf. So what is a pinnately compound leaf? On a rachis, leaflets leaflets present on both the side. ಓಕೆ, ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆನಲ್ಲೂ ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರ್ಯಾಚಸ್ leaflets are present. Okay, so ee reeti idre, so that is called pinnately compound leaf. So as I already told the examples, curry leaf ಅಥವಾ ನೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಿನ್ನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್? ಪಾಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ many leaflets are produced. ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮೆನಿ ಲೀವ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆರ್ ಪಿಟಿಯೋಲ್. ಆ ಪಿಟಿಯೋಲ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮೆನಿ ಲೀವ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. Like this. Okay, so let me write the diagram a little bit larger here. So this is a stalk. Okay, so ee riti leaflets produce ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. See here, from a common point, many leaflets are produced. Okay, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂದ 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so from a single point many leaflets are produced. Such type of leaves are called as palmately compound leaf. Okay, so ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ 7 leaves ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಫ್ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪರ್ಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, 7ಗೆ ಸಪ್ತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸಪ್ತಪರ್ಣಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸಪ್ತಪರ್ಣಿ. ಆಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಆಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಪ್ತಪರ್ಣಿ. ಸಪ್ತಪರ್ಣಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ 7 ಲೀಫ್ಲೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಪ್ತಪರ್ಣಿ. ಪರ್ಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಟ್ರೀ. ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, so this is about the types of leaves: simple leaf and compound leaf. So compound leaf can be of 2 types again: pinnately compound leaves and palmately compound leaves. So in a pinnately compound leaf, on a rachis many leaflets are produced on both the sides, whereas in palmately compound leaf, from a single point many leaflets are arised or leaflets are produced. So that is called palmately compound leaf. Palm andre hand ತರ, palm ತರ, ಇದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಹಸ್ತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಹಸ್ತ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So that is about simple palmately compound leaf and pinnately compound leaf. Okay, yeah, that's it. Then come to leaf base. Okay, so leaf base ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so next to the leaf base. Okay, so leaf base in case of dicot, in dicot, and in monocot they have different types. Okay. So in case of dicot, so this is leaf base. So this is the leaf base. So here leaf base is directly attaches to leaf base, directly produced from node. Okay, so node in the leaf base direct ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ and create oxide from node and forms oxide. Okay, oxide of a leaf is going to form. But in case of monocot, it is slightly different. In case of monocot, so in monocot we can clearly see nodes and internodes. Okay, nodes ಮತ್ತು internode clear ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So this is node and this is internode. Here also leaf arises from the node. Leaf arises from the node and it covers partially or fully the internode. Internode and expands and expands to form sheathing leaf base. ಇದನ್ನು sheathing leaf base ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ see there, so here is a node, from the node leaf should be arised. So here so let me take, this is the leaf base. So leaf base ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, it completely or partially cover the node. So remember, this is the leaf, ಆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so this is the leaf base. Okay, and it partially, sometimes partially cover ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, sometimes full cover ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. And here it get expands. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಾದ ನಂತರ leaf expands. So let me write with the same color itself. Okay, so ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲೀಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. This is the leaf base. This leaf base completely or partially cover the internode. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ node, internode ಅನ್ನ. Then it expands like this. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಈ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so this leaf base is called as sheathing leaf base. Okay, so this sheathing leaf base is commonly observed in monocot. Okay, sheathing leaf base common in grasses. Common in grasses. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗ್ರಾಸನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು, ನಮಗದು ಲೀಫ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಆ ಇಂಟರ್ನೋಡನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲೀಫ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಲೀಫ್. Okay, but here leaf base is attached directly to stem. It never enclose the internode part again. Direct ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ it creates the sheathing leaf base. Of course, very few dicots ಕೂಡ ಈ ಥರ sheathing leaf base ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, very few examples. And it is very much common in monocots. Monocots ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ sheathing leaf base ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, yeah. And this is one of the reason why axillary buds are absent in the axile of a leaf. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ axile ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ axile ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ and it's completely cover, ನೋಡ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is no scope for the axillary bud to grow there. Okay, that is one of the reason. Okay, so this is about the leaf base. So based on the leaf base, two types of leaves were there which causes a sheathing leaf base and a normal leaf. So normal leaves are observed in dicot, whereas sheathing leaf base is observed in monocots. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So this is about the leaf base. Next come to the venation. Okay. So the arrangement of vein and veinlet is called as venation. Okay. Venation, it is the arrangement of vein and veinlet in lamina. ಲಮೈನಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಯ್ನ್ ಮತ್ತು ವೆಯ್ನ್ಲೆಟ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ವೆನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ there are two kinds of venation. Reticulate venation and parallel venation. Two types of venations were there. In reticulate venation, midrib shows the branches, to form network. Okay, so in a normal leaf, so this is the midrib. This midrib shows the branches like this and it forms the network. Okay, so such type of venation is called as reticulate venation. Whereas in parallel venation, there is no prominent midrib. Here veins runs parallel either from base to tip or middle to margin. Okay, so ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so I will write the diagram there. In some leaves ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, there is no prominent midrib. ಅಲ್ಲಿ prominent ಅಂತ ಒಂದು midrib ಇರಲ್ಲ. In most of the cases, prominent midrib. Here vein run parallel either from base to tip. From base, ಇದು base of a leaf, base to tip ಗೆ there should be a parallel like this. ಈ ತರ parallel ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay. Here parallel from base to tip. ಇದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಟಿಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐದರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಟು ಟಿಪ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಟು ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್. In very few cases you can observe this kind. Not in all monocots, in very few cases where there is a midrib like a structure is there. ಒಂದು midrib ತರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಿಂದ ಈ ರೀತಿ middle to margin veins are parallel. Okay, so this is middle to parallel, middle to margin. Okay, so these are example for parallel venation. So this reticulate venation in all dichots, all dichots, like you can take the example of hibiscus, for instance. hibiscus ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರೋದು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ banana. Okay, so you should be careful about this venation, especially this parallel venation, either it from base to tip or middle to margin parallel ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so it do not forms a network like this here, it do not forms a network like this, that's why it is called as parallel venation. And this reticulate is a characteristic feature of dicot, whereas parallel venation is a characteristic feature of monocots. Okay, yeah, so this is about the venation.